on this computer. Groovy. Right, I've got versions of you. That's perfect. Right, we're starting in a fairly chilled manner with just some easy spine curls, easy normal spine curls. So feet hip socket distance apart. Give yourself a moment just to settle into the mat and balance the weight evenly on your feet. Lengthen toes. Little meow. Yeah. I assume that's a cat and not you.
No, she's literally just been asleep all morning.
I'm hoping that Molly will do that now this afternoon. So, into spine curl when you're ready. So, just tilting, squeezing, lifting. Make sure you use your butt, otherwise your hamstrings are going to cramp. And we're doing 8.
See what she's doing.
Okay. Well, quite. How many we on?
6.
Okay. Once you have done your 8, you're going into a passive hamstring stretch. So you're going to grab onto the back of your leg, stretch your other leg out away from you. I read a great meme the other day that said that this woman could hear her cat meowing from another room, so she was meowing back. Turns out it was just her dad, who thought that he was also meowing to the cat. So the two of them meowing at each other from room to room.
Sounds about right.
So hamstring stretch side 1. When it eases off, hamstring stretch side 2. When you're ready to come out of this one, you're going to curl up. You're going to bend the leg that you're holding and bring the other one in so you end up in kind of tabletop. Okay, so make sure in neutral, shoulders down, but then going back to the first leg to take a hold around the back of it, draw the leg in towards your nose, lower the other one, and we're into scissors. Inhale to swap them over, exhale to draw the leg in. Once you've done 8, you're going to keep the scissors going, but take the hands around the back of your head. You're curling towards the lifted knee. Swap and turn. Yes? 4 on each side. And once you're on your 4 on each side, you can hug your knees into your chest and then put your feet back down on the floor. Okay? So we're then going to go up into another spine curl, but you're going up and just staying there. So you're up, your bum squeezing, collarbones wide. So we're going into a set of knee folds now. It's 6 on each side, where you're really focusing your attention on keeping the butt in play to keep the hips lifted. Six on each side and then roll down. Okay? fold. And from here, we're going to spine curl up, squeeze your butt, and spine curl down, bone by bone by bone, boom, down. Okay? Six on each side. How's your butt?
Oh, one side's working.
Well, it's good that you've got one side that you can rely on. So, let's turn your second side, bring your knees up in for a hug. Give the lower back a bit of a stretch. Okay, then we're going to take the legs back to tabletop. So double knee forward, arms going out to the side. We're going to start with, it's the advanced hip roll, but in the grand scheme of things, it's probably quite easy these days. So legs together, taking the legs over to 45 degrees, your head turns the other way, turn the hand down, the one that you're looking at. And that will help to keep your shoulder blade down. Coming up through the center on the inhale, change sides, exhale. Yes? Inhale up, exhale over. 4 on each side, and then we're going to do it with a single leg extension. That's it.
National Fitness Day.
Huh?
It's National Fitness Day today.
Is it? Right. What does that even mean?
Don't know.
I think it's National Take the Day Off and Go and Drink Wine with Your Friends Day.
That sounds a better option.
How the others? Start a revolution. Okay. Now we're going to go up with the left leg. You're just going to leave the leg straight and glue your knees together. We're still doing 4 on each side, exactly the same way. Just going to keep the left leg in play. Keep the inside of the knees glued together. We'll do 4 on each side with the left leg. Change over, so you're then doing 4 on each side with the right leg. And then would it surprise you to know that you're then doing 4 on each side with both? Shock, isn't it? So it should be feeling a tad waisty.
Yeah.
You know. Nice, Jenna. Make sure your head goes the other way to your legs though. That's it. So once you've done your 4 on each side with the straight legs, do not worry at all about what I've done with my legs. It's just that you'll be able to see what I'm doing better this way round, and that's the only place I can put them. I'll show you what you're doing with yours in a minute. It's not complicated. They're just feet flat and hip socket distance apart. But okay, so arms are going up to vertical. You're then going to roll across, and it's like you're trying to stretch your top arm beyond your bottom arm. Okay? With me? Wait a minute. Then you're going to come across the middle, like you're holding an orb. You're going to go across to the other side, and now your top arm, you're trying to send it beyond the bottom arm, and then you'll roll back to vertical. Then we're going to go around the other way. So you're going to reach your arm, come up, reaching, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then back down to the centre, yes? It all feels like this, yeah? So when you go from side to side, whatever it is you're doing, whether you're going up, sideways, whatever, keep your knees very still. So your feet are very planted. It's just your upper body that you're isolating and moving as much as possible. So yeah, it's like you are holding a glass orb. Yes? Did I say 4 in each direction, or did I just think it? No, seriously.
I don't think you said it.
Okay, but you knew that anyway, right? You knew anyway that it was 4 in each direction because 8. Yes.
Yeah. 6 or 8 or.
Claire, when you did you actually make your hands about the same level? Because mine are miles apart.
Yeah, you just keep rolling.
Yeah, do it again. Show me. Yeah, there's about a foot's difference between my two palms.
If only we could be together. You need to get that shoulder off just keep reaching. Get that shoulder off the floor. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
But then my hips turn to me.
That's interesting. You haven't got your bottom arm on the floor, have you?
So this is me with the small of my back on the mat. Okay, knees together, arms reaching under.
Feet and knees apart. Right, come off with my head.
Are you turning your hips?
No, the hips are staying put, but my head is coming up and the bottom arm is off the floor.
Yeah, I am copying you now, but there's still like about that much between 2 palms. Never mind, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just work on it.
Fair enough. So, after that, we're then going to lace the fingers together, take the hands around the back of your head. Your knees are somewhere between being bent and fully straight. So they have a slight bend in the knee and your heels are on the ground, okay? This is our roll-up du jour, okay? As you're exhaling, you're going to roll up, try and keep your hands around the back of your head. But as you come up, you can straighten your legs to help. Yeah, and as you roll back down, we're going to let them come off to help you get the lower back into the floor. You're breathing out, send the legs away, and restack, come back down, little bend, and roll. Yes? Yes? I know, it feels like we're coming out of a neck pull, but we're not. So you just come up into a C curve and straighten. We'll do the other bit in a minute. That's annoying. I've got a mat under a mat, and every time I come up and try and stretch my legs out, I just fold the mat up. I might just go with it. Once you've done your last one, can you stay
can't talk now.
Actually, my phone rang, but obviously it was on silent. but because you're all on the telly, my phone was ringing, and all it had just across the middle of the TV was who was calling me. Ish, I can see that, so there's nothing I can do about it. How many are we on?
See, voicemail now, go away.
Oh, what it is to be so popular.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm silent and then.
So we have been rolling up and letting the legs straighten and then straightening up, yes?
Yeah.
Yes. Because now what we're going to do is you're going to do a spine twist and then drop the elbow to the inside of the opposite knee. Rotate elbow to the inside of the opposite knee. Back up and off you go again. Okay. Yes. Nice. So I'm sure it goes without saying, but obviously trying to open up that elbow to find some space across the chest, get into the twist a little bit more. You know, do the thing. Do the Pilates thing. There's somebody at my door and I'm not expecting anyone. So I'm just going to go and see whose that is. Oh, I think I know what it is. I'll explain in a sec. Hang on. Wow, so somebody came to the door and woke this one up.
Yay!
Say hi to Molly. Hi, Molly. Hey, baby girl. So, we had to buy a little catching crate for my letterbox.
Oh.
This one, she loves post.
Oh.
She has chewed up quite a lot in the last couple of weeks.
Oh.
Haven't you, Poppy?
Cute, cute.
Buzz is here. Hello.
Yes.
Hello, hello. Right.
Oh.
Right.
Back in heaven.
Right. Wide. Oh dear. Wide leg stretch. Genuinely, wide leg stretch because then, oh, I'm just going to chew on my fingers. So, as I was saying, wide leg stretch, knees pointing towards the ceiling, just have a little stretch through the middle. If you don't have your own Jack Russell to hand, please feel free to use any small creature or hair.
Oh.
You're going to take liberties now and stay, aren't you? Have you not met Molly yet, Tiana?
No.
Ah, well, this is Molly.
You know I'm still on furlough and I I can come round any time.
Well, yeah, well, I'm working on creating more time for myself, so. Oh my God, when all this is over, let's have lunch. Oh my God. Social life, oh my God, what am I going to do with myself? We're going to do a saw, is what we're going to do. Inhaling to rotate as you're exhaling, proper full saw with the 3 pulses, yeah? Hello, madam, what are you doing? Distract. Come on. No, all right. Bit wet. Not sure we like that. Not sure. Okay, so 4 on each side. I'm going to get rid of her because now she's getting playful. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Right, so then we are staying and sitting, bring your legs closer together, dig your heels into the ground. We're doing half a roll back. So a lot more of bending your knees now. Going back to a point before you hit the mat. You're keeping the lower back off the floor, just really working into your center there, and rolling back up to restack. Okay, so 8 of those, and then we're adding things on.
Yeah, exactly.
Kids with pets today.
Ah.
Catty cat. I think I now understand why people go on and have more and more children, because I now just want more and more dogs.
Yeah.
Turn into old dog lady.
Hey?
To be the old dog lady.
I know, instead of being mad cat lady, I'm going to be mad doggy lady. But not that mad, because I did actually have children. Well, a child. So I'm not completely insane, but I will be wearing purple. We're then going to roll back, and you're just staying here. First leg, really not worried about your first leg. It's going to come up. It's going to be there. When you pick the second leg up, you're going to work really hard to keep everything as slow, as controlled, as ridiculously hard as possible. And then slowly lower leg number 1. And then the second leg coming down really isn't that much of a bother. You can just come up and restack. Yeah? It's that second leg pickup where all the work exists. Yeah? So the slower you pick up that second leg, I saw that, Diana. The slower, too quick.
Okay.
You want to feel like you're moving that second leg through treacle, you know, as you do. Yes?
Yeah.
And then you should feel the work in your center increase exponentially the higher your leg gets. And if you wanted to work even harder, you could just give it a little bit of a squeeze in towards your belly once it's lifted. So that second leg, just squeeze it in, balance, something about balance. Yeah. Yeah, so just, it kind of really gets in there. How many are we on?
6, I think.
Yeah.
You're always on 6 when I ask. I think you make
Yeah.
6. Something like that.
At least it's not 8.
Yeah. Oh, we've done it.
Done 8. Finished.
better. You ready?
Yeah.
I like the fall over, but it's not about to get any better. Right. We're going to come back. You're going to do it again. So you can pick your favourite leg because that's what it's coming up. Once you're up, you're going to glue your legs together. The arms are just staying put. From here, you're going to send your legs up and flex your feet. Yes, and then come back down.
Yeah, definitely.
Up, push your heels away, point,
No, Dora.
push your knees back down, yes? This 8. So, what you're trying to achieve with this is to keep your chest lifted and your spine long. So it's not so much rounded anymore, it's more of a lift through the chest. Yeah, and when you do the leg straightening, you're almost trying to see how close to you can get your legs to pull in. So when you did second leg double knee fold, when you pulled the second leg in, it increased the work in your abs, didn't it?
Yeah.
Just stay in there now, just stay in, yeah? So as you send the legs up, it's like you're trying to pull them towards you a bit more.
You're doing more of a boat pose, kind of.
More of a boat pose, yeah. Except instead of being static, it moves. Pull the legs in towards you using your thighs, not your hands, yes? Up, straight, push heels away. Fold yourself up. I don't know where I was going with that. Just once you've done 8 of those, we're coming into a really weird set of things. But as is often the case, particularly in here, because it's this way round, I've done this quite a few times on one buttock. So I'm going to show you on that buttock and then change sides. I lost one. Okay. Right, ready? So come into all fours for me. It's easier to get into this if we all do it at the same time. Okay. So we're in all fours. You're going to take your left arm down. So you can put your elbow down and move your left hand towards your right hand. Okay. And then you're just going to be on your fingertips on your right hand. Okay. So that kind of lifts up the right shoulder and pulls you round to the right side. Yeah. Now, when you stretch your right leg out, you will naturally feel like you are turning to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn your right leg out. Okay, you can stay turning to the right so long as you still have a connection between the palm of your left hand and the mat. We're all good. And we're going to go up and get into that hip. So you're turning the hip out and opening up through the front of the pelvis. Okay. Straight leg lift, straight leg lower, but allow that turn to be there. Keep your knee very straight, and we're doing 8. So head wall again, feel like it's slightly tipped off to the side in order to keep it in line with the spine. So you're kind of dropping your left ear towards the floor a bit, yeah? When you bring the leg back down, you should feel like you're coming down onto the inside of your big toe. Have you got that?
Yeah.
Is now a good time to start talking about the buttock on the other side that is now starting to burn?
Yeah.
Okay, once you've done 8 of those, the next one is 6. And it's as big a circle as you can possibly find. So that means bringing the leg all the way forward, all the way down, all the way across to the other side of the mat, and then back up. And around. Biggest circle you can, 6 circles in each direction. Keep your head turned to the right and that will guide the rest of your body staying turned to the right. So the circle is existing on the side of the mat, but it's also going all the way across to the other side of the mat. It's basically full range, 6 circles in each direction. frozen, Mandy. Oh no, you've unfrozen. Or you're intermittently freezing. Oh, I've frozen now.
The Wi-Fi's been doing that a bit this week.
Oh, well, that's fun. Great. It's not like we need it or anything, is it?
I know.
Right. I'm going to go this way for two reasons. One, I keep doing the same buttock and I don't want to do it anymore. And two, you'll be able to see better. Okay? So you're going to stay exactly on the same side. So just turn to the right. Starting position is up here. And you're going to come in with your knee to tap your upper arm. The key bit there is above your elbow. Coming in above your elbow. Okay? You do 8 of those, and then you're doing that sequence on the other side. I want to say something about the fact that you've got your hand in a fist, Deanna.
Oh, it's because it was hurting my fingers on my fingertips.
No, that's fine, but the sentence that was constructed in my head was, do you feel better fisting? I was trying to find an alternative sentence, which led to this whole thing. So that's because I wanted to say something about it, but I couldn't find the right words. But I knew that what I was going to say was wrong. Right. So other side then. Right elbows down, right hand to the left hand, fingertips, all fists. That's fine. Straight up and down. So yeah, up and down, then massive, huge, great, big, enormous circles, 6 circles in each direction. And then the knee into above the elbow.
Oh.
Feeling things?
Yeah. My bum.
Yeah, good. That's kind of where I was headed. Yeah.
Broken out into a sweat.
I was sweating in Pilates, you know that.
Oh. What was the other one again? Your leg up? Oh, elbow.
Yeah, to above your elbow, upper arm. Right, good.
Now some good punching before I continue.
Completely forgot what I was doing then. Right. Getting onto your forearm, bottom leg slightly bent, the top leg is knee out to the side, foot flat. Then add up to lifts, keeping that knee just off of straight. Okay? The bit we're then going to add on is the twist in to bring your elbow to the inside of your knee. A bit like we were doing earlier with the rolling up and side bending, yeah? So H and H, both sides, and then come to sitting. I've done that thing again where I don't recognise my own handwriting. It looks like either canter or antler, and I don't think either of those is right.
Go for canter.
I've no idea.
Haven't got enough room to canter.
Sure that wasn't what I was thinking when I wrote it down. I've no idea. No, I've nothing. I've got nothing. I'll make no idea. I'll figure something out. That's it. Cool. 8 of those. After which, we're going to come into a rolling like a ball, which is the Brucey version.
Very good.
So, you're going to have your fingers on your forehead, elbows on the thighs, and the aim is to not let any part of you come away from anything else. So in other words, don't punch yourself in the face. You're rolling back on an exhale, come up on an inhale, and try and keep your elbows and thighs connected, and your head and your hands connected. Nice to see you.
Nice.
Oh, thank God for that. Don't leave me hanging.
I was mid-roll when you said that.
Is that 6? Because I was about to ask how many you'd done, so I just assumed.
Oh, I'll do these forever. I love these.
Well, we're then going to do a fake version. The fake thing is that we're not holding on. Okay? You roll back, roll up and balance, and you're staying in your ball. The spine is going to stay grounded as you stretch one single leg away. Bring it back in, stretch one single leg away. Come back in and off you go again. Okay, so we're kind of doing single leg stretch, but from rolling like a ball. And then canter, apparently.
Oh, crunchy.
Which bit of you?
Knees.
Yeah, mine are terrible.
Oh.
No idea. We'll just move on to whatever the next. We'll move on to the next one because I can read that. So once you've done your last one, we're going to go into the rocker. So I haven't messed with it. We're just doing the rocker as is. We're going to hold on to the ankles, lift the chest up. Same breathing as for ball. Roll back on the exhale so that you can come up on the inhale.
Have you reversed that breath? Mary Claire?
For what?
For your rolling like a ball, or is that how you normally teach it, with that breath?
I teach both.
Oh, okay.
Depends what I want from it. The inhale is more stabilising at the top. So on the rolling like a ball one, the reason I switched it is so that you had the exhale for your single leg stretch. But either way you look at it, if you roll back on an exhale, your spine moves more, so it's easier to articulate into the mat. And the inhale helps you to balance when you come up. Well, in theory.
I was paying attention to you.
That's nice, I suppose. So after you've done your rocker, I'm going to give you all three of these because they're not hard to follow, but they might be quite hard to do. Okay. So once you get on the side, we're going to do 8 just double leg lift and lower. Okay, so a bit of a torpedo. Okay. Then we're going to lift your legs and leave them lifted to roll backwards onto one buttock and pull the top knee in. So kind of tying in with all of that, bringing your leg in closer to you, makes your abs work harder. We're doing it here. And then you're going to roll back onto your torpedo. And then, so basically, once you've done the up and down on the first one, you'll lift your legs up and then they just stay off the floor for this whole sequence, which will be a roll, a knee, put it back down. Yes, that's the second one. And then we're going to do a roll, a knee, an extension, but it isn't a développé because we're going to come back down, bend the knee. So you're following the same path you took to get there, yeah? A knee, extend, knee, replace. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it pretty. Keep your feet together when you're rolling. And make sure that they go back together before you roll back. Squeeze, and yeah, there you go. And knee, that's it. Also, light your leggings. These have actually got paint on. Nice. So when you come into the leg extension one, there's an opportunity there to stretch both legs. So if you've got one going up, you can send the other one out a little bit more. It's quite nice. And it looks really cool too. You know, and that's why we do it, isn't it? Because it looks nice. That was my hip branching, if anyone heard that. I'll be. And then obviously, you know, other side. So up, down for 8, then rolly, leggy, and then rolly, leggy, stretchy. I'm all over the technical terms this week. I told somebody I was massaging at the beginning of the week that she had an icky yuck. So what's that? Yeah, icky yuck. Ouchy bit.
Ouchie bit.
Ouchy bit and an icky yuck. Yeah. It is probably about time I retired, isn't it? I have lost all sense of myself now.
Your new flat, Mary Claire.
Sorry, Di?
Where's your new flat?
In Shirley.
Oh, another one in Shirley. You've got two now.
No. Well, it's funny you say no. The one in Shirley that should complete in a couple of weeks that is going to free up one of my evenings.
Yeah.
I was then obviously going to buy another one, but I'm toying with the idea of buying a static caravan on a holiday park and for holiday let.
Yeah.
My sister, no, my niece has done that
Really?
over at Wockley Park, which is near me in Poole.
So yeah, it's down your way. So I'm going to look at one in a couple of weeks when we're actually in Bridport.
Oh, I love Bridport.
Well, so do I. So it's like, well, then we can use it as a family, but also I can have it as a sort of business holiday let.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I'll
I
stay.
don't know. Huh?
I'd stay in it.
Thank you. That's good. Good. That's what I need to look at, like the costings.
Already.
I need to look at the costings. I need to look at what the pitch like fees are and what the cleaning issues, how they do cleaning and how they do the keys and stuff and the bookings and
Yeah.
yeah, because I was going to buy another flat, but I don't get any benefit other than financial and investment-y from the flat.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea. My niece was really. She's in finance and stuff, no idea what, banking and stuff.
Right. Well, that's actually quite reassuring.
Yeah.
Because if she's doing something clever like that, she probably made a good choice, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually thinking that might be the next thing I do with that business with properties and stuff.
Wow.
And that will free up my Thursdays, and then I will be a person who does not work evenings.
Oh.
I know. First time in 20 years, though. That's not bad, is it?
Marie Claire's property portfolio.
Yes, darling. I'm doing it for investment purposes.
Yeah.
Bloody nice chap, actually. Bloody nice. Right. We're going to do a version of a cobra that starts like a diamond press. Dig. So your legs are going out towards mat distance apart, fingertips together, thumbs tucked in. We're going to do a cobra and then stay there. Okay. From here, we're going to take one of the arms and you're going to rotate out to the side. Follow the hand with your eyes. Come back to the center. Put your hand back down. Rotate. And lower. Yeah, so it's a cobra with a twist, literally. Yeah.
And you come down each time.
Huh?
And you come down each time.
After you've done one on each side, come down, yes. There is an argument for using the buttocks and there is an argument against using the buttocks. So I'd say choose, decide. I feel more lifted with the butt.
I can't get anywhere if I don't. Not gonna happen. I think that's all that's holding me up.
Well, good. Again, if I didn't say 8 out loud, I thought it. And obviously, what with you all being mind readers, I assume you heard. Once you have done your 8, you're coming up to all fours. We're going to do a cat with a leg and then a pigeon. Sort of, okay? So, the cat with the leg, okay, is you sending your toes towards the ceiling, going up on the inhale. Exhale, come around, bringing your knee and your nose towards each other. Straighten out as you bring the leg back up. So bum squeeze, open through the hip. Exhaling on the catty part, inhaling on the leggy part. I used to be intelligent, I'm sure.
I think it's this week. Everything's drained out this week.
Do either of you follow Tom Waldron on Facebook?
Yeah,
No.
I do. You do.
I posted a little while ago, and I responded and said, "Oh, I really miss being newly qualified when I knew everything." No, so we're doing 20 years now. I don't know anything. 2 years actually. Right. So once we've done our 8 of those, we're going to stick with bendy leg. Bendy leg is going out to the side and tapping above your elbow. Okay, above the elbow. And then you're going to go with the knee, keep the knee bent, sit back, tap your knee to the ground. So you can see my foot is still up. Okay, so then you come up and tap, go back, tap lightly because we like kneecaps. Yes? Okay. All right?
Yeah.
Your bum's had quite a hard time today.
That's the first time in a month.
Sorry?
This is the first time I've done Pilates in a month.
Is it?
Yeah.
For one reason or another, yeah.
Pilates is when I do your classes. I don't even do my own anymore. Like, I don't think about doing it during the day.
Oh, shall I sign you up to teach that Thursday one then when I buy my holiday home? It's just going to be ever so strange.
Oh.
Be chasing my son around the house demanding that he spend time with me. Before he leaves home. Okay. Did you do the pigeony one?
Yeah.
That sounds right. Last one then. We're going to come into a plank. The key bit here is that you're going to roll onto the top of your foot, which should allow your knee to sit directly underneath your hip, but lightly. Okay? But you're going to keep moving. You're going to keep sliding until you can make it touch your wrist. And then you're going back. Foot and knee wrist. Yeah.
Not me, that's my mat. It's ribbed. It's ribbed for her pleasure.
Good to know.
Oh.
Just when you tap your arm, keep the knee low on the arm. Low, 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 low. Yeah, that's better. Nice. Adds a little je ne sais quoi, don't you think?
Something.
Yeah. Once you've done your 4 on each side, you can have a stretch out. And then once you're ready, you can roll yourself up to sitting to finish.
Ah, amazing.